Hey, welcome back. Mr. Broski here. Hope you're having a good day. Since the last video, we're going to continue with multiplying and dividing fractions, and then we'll pause the video, and then we'll have, I think it's the last section. We'll have a couple more sections here, okay? So, let's get right into it so you guys can move along here. All right, so multiplying fractions, no big problem. Top times top over bottom times bottom. Dividing fractions, easy as pie. Flip the second and multiply. When adding up or taking away fractions, don't be a hater. Bottom numbers have to be the same common denominator. So that's the fraction wrap, and I'm going to be using that a lot this year. You guys will get very sick of it, but you will remember your fractions. So I'm going to post that with the first lesson, and we can talk about that during class a little bit too. We might even do the wrap together, just to be super annoying and make sure you guys really understand it, okay? So it says multiplying fractions. It's no big problem. Top times top over bottom times bottom. But before we get going, another good thing to check is if you can reduce the fractions. So this is what I was talking about before. So you can reduce vertically or diagonally. You can reduce vertically or diagonally. You cannot reduce across, like side by side. So what we want to do is we want to look vertically and we want to look diagonally here. So looking vertically at this first 5 nines times 3 over 8. Is there a number that goes into 5 and 9 nicely? Let's see, 5, 10, nope. Is there a number that goes into 3 and 8 nicely? 3, 6, 9, nope. Those don't work. Let's go diagonally now. Is there a number that goes into 5 and 8 nicely or no? 5, 10, nope. What about 3 and 9? Is there a number that goes into 3 and 9 nicely? Yes, 3, 6, 9. 9 goes into both of those, or 3 goes into both those numbers, right? 3 goes into 3 how many times? Once. 3 goes into 9 how many times? 3 times. So basically you want to find the number, the smallest number that, or the biggest number that goes into both of them. So obviously the number can't be bigger than the smallest number because that wouldn't work, right? So 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 9 3 times. So we have 5 over 3 times 1 over 8. All right, and then it's multiply both the numerators and the denominators. That was really bad. So it's multiplying fractions, no big problem. Top times top over bottom times bottom. What's 5 times 1 going to be? And what's 3 times 8? 5 times 1 equals 5, and 3 times 8 is 24. And then you also want to, if you're able to, simplify or reduce if needed. So is there a number that goes into both 5 and 24? So 5 doesn't go into 24. 24 doesn't divide by 5. 5's 10, 15, 20, 25. Nope. The numbers that go into 24 are 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Those are all numbers that don't divide by 5. So this is going to be our final answer is 5 over 24. All right. Now dividing fractions, easy as pie. Flip the second and multiply. So to divide fractions, what we're going to do is it says change the second fraction to its reciprocal. And then change the operation from division to multiplication. So dividing fractions, easy as pie. Flip the second and multiply, right? So we're going to do 7 over 9. Or have you guys heard keep, change, flip before? Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, so multiplication, flip. Right? That's not, if you're comfortable with that, if you don't want to do the fraction wrap and you're comfortable with keep, change, flip, keep with it. That's no problem at all. So we got 7 ninths, flip the second, and multiply. So we're going to change it to 3 over 7. And then it says check if you can reduce the two fractions. Well, we check vertically again, 7 and 9. Is there a number that goes into 7 and 9 nicely? Nope, 7 doesn't divide by 9. The 7's a prime number. Is there a number that goes into 3 and 7 nicely? No. What about 7 and 7? Yep, well 7 is the same number, right? It's going to be 7 goes into 7 one time, right? What about 3 and 9? Yep, 3 goes into 3 how many times? 3 goes into 9 how many times? So we're going to get our new one is going to be 1/3 times 1 over 1. Actually, I should have done that below, but that's okay. No worries. And then we're going to multiply the numerators and the denominators. Now we're going to simplify our answer. So we had 1/3 times 1 over 1, which equals 1 times 1 over 3 times 1, which equals 1/3. And can we reduce 1/3? There's not a number that, well, 1 goes into 1 and 3, but divided by 1 doesn't really do anything, so our final answer is going to be 1/3. Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and pause the video if you're feeling comfortable. You should really give it a try no matter what, and then try A, B, and C, and then we'll go through it together as a group here, okay? All right, welcome back. So, are we multiplying fractions or are we dividing? We are multiplying fractions, so it's no big problem. Top times top or bottom times bottom. But we need to check if we can reduce first. So, if we reduce vertically, is there a number that goes into 5 and 6 nicely? Nope, just 1 and 5 doesn't work. 5 doesn't go into 6. 2 and 3 nicely? Nope. 5 and 3 nicely? 3 and 5 are both prime numbers, so they don't divide into anything nicely. Nope. What about 2 and 6? Is there a number that goes into 2 and 6? Yeah, 2 goes into 2 how many times? 2 goes into 6 how many times? 3. So now our new expression is going to be 5 over 3 times 1 over 3. That's multiplying fractions, no big problem. Top times top over bottom times bottom. 5 times 1 is going to be what? And 3 times 3 is going to be what? Nice. Okay. And then here comes B. Dividing fractions, easy as pie. Flip the second and multiply. Or keep, change, flip. 3/4, keep, change, flip. All right, can we reduce vertically or diagonally? I'm not going to draw the loops anymore. I want you to be comfortable with just doing this now. 3 and 5 don't reduce. 3 and 4 don't reduce. 8 and 5 don't reduce. What about 4 and 8? 4, yeah, biggest number that goes into 4 and 8 is 4. 4 goes into 4 how many times? Once. 4 goes into 8 how many times? Twice. And what is, then we have 3 over 1 times 2 over 5. Now it's multiplying fractions, no big problem. Top times top or bottom times bottom. So we have 3 times 2 or 1 times 5. And what is 3 times 2 going to be? That's going to be 6. 1 times 5 is 5. If you wanted to, we could reduce this. 5 goes into 6 how many times? Goes into 6 one time. So 5 times 1 is 5. What is 6 minus 1 going to be? It's going to be, yep, 1 and 1/5. But like I said, I prefer keeping this as our final answer. Improper fractions are just better. They're way better. Okay, sounds good. C, I'm just going to rewrite this so we can see it better. We have 7/10 divided by, oops, that's a multiplication. Divided by 20 over 21. And it's dividing fractions, easy as pie. Flip the second and multiply. Or keep, change, flip. Now, can we reduce, it's multiplying fractions, no big problem. Top times top or bottom times bottom. But we need to make sure that we reduce if possible. Does 7 and 10 reduce, or 21 and 20? Nope. 7 and 20? Nope. 10 and 21? Nope. So we just got to multiply these big numbers, which is going to give us 7 times 21 is going to be 147. And then 10 times 20 is going to be 200. And I'm boxing that. You actually, I think 147 is not prime, but there's not a lot of numbers that go into 147 nicely. That would work with 200, so. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. Cool. I think that's where we're going to stop with this video. You guys can continue watching to the next video, and we'll see you soon.